everyone. Welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Mike.
I'm Rainbow.
And it is part B, or day 2, of our look at some dialogues about how to offer and ask for help. Because often in life, we will face situations where we don't know what we're doing, where we face a problem and we can't find any easy answers. So this is a good time to ask for help. Or if you know how to fix something and another person is having trouble, you can offer to help. You can say, well, maybe I can do it for you, or maybe I can help you to fix your problem or solve your problem. So, are you good at fixing things like machines? Yesterday, we saw Ryan getting help from Betty finding his report. So either with computers or with other kinds of machines?
Terrible.
You're terrible.
Terrible.
Really? Oh.
Anytime anything breaks, I immediately check my phone and think, who can I call to ask for help? Who can help me? I'm always like, I don't know what's going on. Please help me. And I'll just leave it. Either I'll call like an electrician, some kind of technician, ask my friend. I'm definitely very sure that in life, some people are just naturally great with machines and they really just enjoy it. They can see how it works, the logic and everything. And I am super definitely not one of those people. But I imagine that you're very good at fixing things.
If they're simple machines, maybe like I could probably fix a bicycle.
Oh, okay, wow.
I fixed my guitar a few times,
wow.
You know. But the problem is that today, many machines have computers inside them.
Oh, yeah, and you can't even open it.
Yeah, so they become very complicated.
True.
Right? So often, what you can do is you can get the book that came with the machine.
The instructions.
That might have a way to fix it. You can look for a video on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or go online.
Yeah.
But I think like you, with new machines, complicated and expensive machines, it's often best to find an expert because these things are very hard to fix on your own. So let's look at what's happening today. Today, part B, we will be fixing things or getting help at work. So let's find out what's broken and if it can be fixed. Sylvia and Jerome are in the copy room.
Hey, Jerome, could I get your help with something?
Sure. What do you need, Sylvia?
I was waiting for my file to print, but then this error message popped up.
All right, so yes, how to offer and ask for help, part B. At work. So we're in an office. I think we know that from the first sentence, which tells us Sylvia and Jerome are in the copy room. Okay, so yeah, this would be probably in an office, and the copy room will often be a smaller room in the office where they keep the copy machines. These are also sometimes called photocopiers. You've seen these, they're quite large machines. They even have them in most 7-Elevens. And if you have a piece of paper and you want to get another version of the paper that looks the same, you can copy the paper or make a copy. To copy or a copy is something that looks exactly the same as the original one. You might do it with your hand if you're very careful, or you can use a machine like a copier or a printer, and you put the paper in. It basically takes a photograph of the writing, and then out comes a new, nice, warm piece of paper that looks exactly the same as the one you started with.
Yeah, and if you want to copy something, you can go to a place in an office called a copy room. This is a place where all the copy machines are. Maybe there are also printers, paper, maybe there are some inkjets. It's going to be a very hot room because the machines are going, and people would especially go there to copy things. That's called a copy room, or it could be called a copy center. So we have two people today in the office, Sylvia and Jerome. And Sylvia needs some help. So she says, hey, Jerome, could I get your help with something?
All right, so Sylvia has a problem and she thinks, or at least hopes, that Jerome can help her. And he seems happy to do that. He says, sure. That's kind of like, yes, no problem, definitely, I can try to help you. But he needs to know how or what her problem is. What do you need, Sylvia? Or how can I help you, Sylvia?
Sylvia says, I was waiting for my file to print, but then this error message popped up. It's like, bing, and it wouldn't move. There was a message there, and I don't know how to do it, so I need your help with printing my file.
Okay. So a file tells us that she probably has many pages to copy, or at least not just one, because a file is generally a collection of documents all about one topic or one subject or something like that. In your computer, you'll have these little, they're often brown in color, and in that you'll name that file Christmas plans. And in there you can put all your ideas for Christmas, the gifts you will buy, the food you will cook, the guests you will invite to your dinner, or whatever. All of the different things about Christmas will go in your Christmas file. And that just helps you to keep your life organized. Now, if she has a file, it might be several pages or maybe even hundreds of pages, but she needs to copy all of these things in this file.
Yep, and she wants to print it out. So when we print something, it's not only that we're working with it on the computer, we want to get it out on paper and see those words. Maybe she needs to highlight something, circle something, pass it out to other people. This is a physical 3D form on a piece of paper that you get out of the printer or the copier. And when you get that, that is a copy of the file.
All right, so yeah, you're using a machine basically to put writing onto a paper, but she can't in this case because she got an error message, or an error message popped up. An error is a mistake or a problem or something that has gone wrong. If you make an error, it's like making a mistake. You call someone by the wrong name. So embarrassing. That's a terrible error to make. Or if you have a machine that stops working, you might get an error message. It might tell you what's wrong. It might use a number code, error 512, and then you look it up, or someone who knows what that means. But it means there's a problem, there's a mistake, something's broken, it's not working properly. There's been an error of some kind.
And if it pops up, that means boop, like pop, it suddenly appears on the screen in front of you. And that's how it works with computers. Sometimes an advertisement will come up on the screen, or it just comes up in the middle, it pops up. It's kind of a sudden movement that you didn't expect. That means something popped up. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a break and see if Jerome can be able to help Sylvia with her problem.
Oh, that message is for a paper jam. Do you want me to clear it for you?
Actually, can you show me? That way I can do it myself next time.
No problem. Before we start, I have to tell you something.
What's that?
You might get a little dirty when you clear a paper jam.
All right, we're back. So Jerome is trying to help Sylvia with her problem. The copy machine at work is not doing its job. She can't copy her file, and an error message popped up. So can Jerome figure out what's wrong? Well, he looks at the machine and he sees on that little screen there, oh, he says, that message is for a paper jam. Ah, okay, so this isn't a very difficult problem to solve. It's quite common. It's for a paper jam. And no, this isn't something that you put on your toast. It's not strawberry jam, but made of paper. It means that something is stuck inside the computer. So he knows what's happened here. It does happen with printers and copiers and things like that. Yeah, so he says, do you want me to clear it for you? In other words, do you want me to fix the jam for you?
Oh, and so when something is jammed, that could be a verb. That means it's stuck. So if I have a piece of paper in the printer, it stopped printing, it got stuck there, it's jammed. So the jam can be a noun. So if I can say, oh, there is a car jam, that means there's a lot of cars and we are stuck. So we can say jammed as a verb or jam as a noun. And just remember that it is not the jam that we eat. This is something being stuck. And when something's stuck, we need to clear it. Like we need to clear the paper jam.
There you go. To clear something means just basically to make it go away, to pull it out, to push it through, to make it so that things can go through normally. When we have a traffic jam, the police might come along and say, hey, move your car and move that thing and get that out of the way, so that soon the cars and the traffic will be flowing, will be driving through like normal, because they have cleared the traffic jam. In the same way with this, Jerome will probably just have to pull a piece of paper that's all kind of stuck or jammed inside that machine, and hopefully it will work fine after that.
So Sylvia really wants to just take responsibility for herself in case Jerome's not there next time. So she says, actually, can you show me? That way I can do it myself next time. Like, let me know how to do that. And we know that's a really good quality to have, because sometimes we need to learn it because we don't know if there's help on the way next time.
Yeah, because as we said, this is not a strange problem to have with a printer or a copier. So that's a good idea. He says, no problem. Sure, I'd be happy to show you how to clear the jam. But he mentions this, before we start, I have to tell you something. There is a bit of information he needs to tell her that she needs to know before they start to clear the jam.
Oh, Sophia says, what's that? Now here when she says, what's that? It's not saying, what is this thing? This is a casual way to say, what do you need to tell me? To respond to what Jerome was saying. So what's that means, what was the thing you wanted to let me know? You can say, what's that?
That's right. What information do you want me to have? And he says, you might get a little dirty when you clear a paper jam. Oh, this is a good thing
There's ink
to warn her about. That's right. The ink, it's kind of like a black dusty powder, inside the copier. And if she's wearing, you know, a white shirt or a white dress or something like that, it might definitely go puff out and she'll get this gray, black powder all over her, and she might not want that. You might get a little dirty when you clear a paper jam. Maybe you want to put on a coat or stand back a little bit, or, you know, get ready to wash your hands or something like that.
Yeah.
In other words, he's just saying that you can do this, I will show you how, but it could make you dirty, you or your clothes. So that's a nice thing to warn her about. Sounds like the problem will be solved quickly. We don't know if Sylvia will get it done without getting herself dirty, but she will be able to copy that file very soon. All right, guys, thanks for joining us. We hope you have no jams in any of your printing machines in the near future, and we'll see you back here sometime very soon, and probably tomorrow, in fact. Until then, bye-bye.
Bye.
Sylvia and Jerome are in the copy room.
Hey, Jerome, could I get your help with something?
Sure. What do you need, Sylvia?
I was waiting for my file to print, but then this error message popped up.
Oh, that message is for a paper jam. Do you want me to clear it for you?
Actually, can you show me? That way I can do it myself next time.
No problem. Before we start, I have to tell you something.
What's that?
You might get a little dirty when you clear a paper jam.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 copy 名词，复印件、副本。那么 copy room 指的就是影印室。Could you make a copy of this report for me? 你可以帮我影印这份报告吗？下一个单字 file 名词，文件、档案。I deleted the file by accident. 我不小心删除这个档案了。Delete 指的是删除。By accident 意外的。下一个单字 error 名词，错误。Error message 指的是电脑萤幕上的错误讯息。There are some typing errors in this report. 这份报告中存在一些打字错误。Typing 指的是打字。最后一个单字 clear 动词，清除、清理。It took 5 hours to clear the road after the accident. 意外发生后，用了5个小时来清理道路。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 pop up 突然出现，冒出来，这是一个口语用法。注意这个动词片语不可以分开使用哦。我们来看看这个例句。I was writing an email when an advertisement popped up. 广告跳出来时，我正在写一封电子邮件。下一个文法 that way 那么一来，这是一个副词片语，通常放在句首。way 在这里指的是事情发生的方式。我们来看看这个例句。We set up the tent near the river. That way we could enjoy a beautiful view during our camping trip. 我们把帐篷搭在河边，那么一来，我们就能在露营过程中欣赏到美丽的景色了。最后一个文法 no problem 没问题，这是一个口语用法，也可以说 not a problem。我们来看看这个例句。Can you close the door, please? 你能把门关上吗？ No problem 没问题。以上就是这一课的重点单词跟文法，我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Hey, it's Kiwi on the street. I'm Kiki. And I'm Winnie. It's a beautiful day to work on our pronunciations.
Let's use it and go and make some new friends. So the game we're going to play today is pronunciation. So I have some sentences. Okay, 我有一些句子，然后呢，你就帮我读出来，然后发音。Okay, so let's begin.
I felt a sharp pain.
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 Very good. I felt a sharp pain. Good. Okay. Next one.
It's going to rain.
It's going to rain.
It's going to rain.
It's going to rain.
It's
going to rain.
It's going to rain.
It's going to rain.
Good job.
This is my brother's toy plane.
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 Very good. This is my brother's toy plane. 那我们今天学到了什么呢？ Welcome to today's pronunciation. Our first sentence is, I felt a sharp pain. If we look at the word sharp, we will see an AR sound. And here is where we open our mouth for an ah sound. Okay, you will feel a little bit of tightness in your jaw. So it's arp. Okay, with the R we close our mouth. So it's arp, kind of like the letter R. Okay, so just like the musical instrument, harp, sharp, harp. I felt a sharp pain. So our next sentence is, it's going to rain. Here, if we focus on the word rain, we see an AI, kind of like an AY sound. So it's A, like day. But here it's rain or drain, like in a sink. Okay, so it's going to rain. So our last sentence, this is my brother's toy plane. Okay, here if we focus on the word plane, it sounds similar to pain and rain. But instead of an AI, you will see an A-N-E. So your mouth will smile a little bit, plane, okay? So this is my brother's toy plane. And that's all we have for today. KiWi later.